We're back with another battle of the brands. Today we're gonna battle Huda Beauty versus Fenty Beauty. These are two strong brands with so many amazing products. I'm excited for this battle. I'm curious to see who's gonna win, so let's waste no more time and get right into this. This side is gonna be Fenty Beauty and this side is gonna be Huda Beauty. Let's start with brows. On the Fenty Beauty side, we have their Brow MVP. I was never a big fan of this brow pencil, but this was before I started using brow pencils heavily. So I'm curious to see if my opinion changes on this now that I frequently use brow pencils. I don't know, I'm still not the biggest fan of this. It's not very creamy. I do love the blending brush though. I think this is so unique. It does a great job blending out the product. The brow is done, and you guys, it's kind of like one of the best brows I think I've ever done. Maybe I do like this. On the Huda Beauty side, Huda Beauty has no brow products. I think they used to, but with the rebrand, there's no more brow product. Therefore, for brows, Fenty Beauty wins because there's nothing to battle it with. Let's move on to primer. On the Fenty Beauty side, we have their mattifying blurring primer. Look at this primer. This is insane. Let's go ahead and apply. Ooh, considering this is a mattifying primer, it doesn't have that like super silicone feel to it. It's actually very hydrating. I'm gonna give this a minute to dry down. While it's drying down, let's go in with the Huda Beauty primer. This is their Easy Blur primer, you guys. This is one of my favorite primers ever. This is their silicone-free blurring primer. I am always reaching for this when I need like a super matte look. You can instantly see how it just removes any shine. It looks like a literal filter in real life. Do you see the shine? Watch this. Gone. Both primers are really good. I feel like they did a great job blurring and mattifying the face. These are blurring primers, and for that, I have to go with Huda Beauty because this is one of the most insane blurring primers ever. We're now moving on to foundation, and I feel like these two foundations have totally different vibes depending on what you're trying to go for. Let's go in with the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. This is one of the best skin tints I've ever put on my skin. As you can see, I'm running low on this because I use this so often. I think it's such a good daily skin tint. I love this though because it's so lightweight on the skin. It feels like you're wearing nothing. Beautiful results every time. Now let's go in with the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Foundation. This foundation gives you such an airbrush finish. I always go in with this foundation when I have an event coming up and I want to look literally flawless. And even though this has pretty good coverage, it doesn't feel heavy and it also doesn't settle into any fine lines. This is hard because I use these foundations for two completely different moments, but if I had to choose which one that I reach for more, it's definitely the Fenty Beauty